How's it going, guys? Kelvin here, and I played Survarium before, and I had some footage and I wanted to make a first impression video, and I just played it for one more match recently, and I decided I should make this video. Now, this game is a free-to-play shooter right now. It is a post-apocalyptic online FPS. If I do recall right, this is supposed to be a PvE and a PvP game, but currently we are only getting multiplayer right now. Which is kind of a shame because I think this game would be way better as a PvE, just because the nature of it, right? Because there's classes in the game, so it's sort of like a role-playing game. There's classes in the game, you get to choose, and then you have different skill trees for each classes. I believe you get like 3 skill trees at the moment in the beta. There's more. There's basically your gun skill tree, your physical skill tree, and then your anomaly skill tree, which is anomalies are a thing. I don't want to go too in depth into the game. I just want to give you my quick overview, but it's kind of cool. Like, I really like that whole aspect of it, and you can upgrade your weapons, you can upgrade your armors, and just because I said you could upgrade your weapons, I feel like I have to get this out of the way right now. I see a lot of people making complaints that the game is pay to win, but it is not. Although you can buy some of the upgraded weapons and like armor stuff through DLC and the store that they have, the thing is, it's not that much better than your base weapons. I just found myself for, I think, like 5 levels using the base stuff I had from level 1, and I was doing just fine. I was getting killed by people that did have higher class stuff than me, or upgraded weapons I should say, and all the other stuff. You know, they had more skill tree points and all that, but the thing is, I was able to do just fine. In fact, I killed a lot of people. I felt like I did pretty well in this game, and I didn't feel like I was disadvantaged at all. So whenever I see comments of pay to win, I just disregard them. It's not pay to win, and a lot of people complain that the game was rampant with hackers. I myself personally, I did not see any hackers at all. I did not think it was pay to win. I just feel like, I'm gonna go on a tangent. I just feel like nowadays when people suck at a game or they die, they're just gonna blame it on hackers and pay to win, which is kind of a shame. And I feel like that happens mostly to free-to-play games because, well, you can get scrutiny like that. Well, like, oh, it's free to play, so obviously there's more hackers. Well, that may be the case, that it's easier for hackers to, you know, just go and run amok in free-to-play games because they don't have to buy the game over and over again. You know, it's not usually the case, and just because you can upgrade your weapons doesn't mean it gives you such a great advantage. You're not getting like an accuracy boost or anything, but yeah, that's out of the way. So there's 3 game modes currently so far that you can play. There's like a team deathmatch, just vanilla, kind of boring, a battery retrieval game mode, which is kind of fun, like sort of like capture the flag, I guess, and a research game mode, which I didn't get to play. So I can't really tell you guys about that. The online is okay. It feels like a very generic shooter. While your skill is rewarded if you can control your aim and hit the headshots, you will kill people really fast. In fact, the time to kill in this game, I say, is kind of fast, and sometimes it does encourage people to camp when the time to kill is this high. I found in some matches a lot of people are camping and stuff, but usually that was not the case. Like I said, some people's experiences may be different, but generally I thought it was okay. Although the movement did feel really clunky and slow. There's a stamina bar, which I think is pretty cool that you had to work around, but overall I just didn't really enjoy it that much because it was just so generic, even though there's a lot of cool things you can do, right? There's anomalies, which most people didn't really take advantage of. There's your actual skill tree that can affect how you play. There's the guns and stuff like that, and the armor. So it feels like there should be more depth to the online, but when I played it, it just didn't feel like there was a lot of depth. It felt very generic. It looked meh. It looked okay. It is a free-to-play game. I don't expect much, so the character models were pretty ugly. I got pretty freaked out, I'm not gonna lie. But just overall, it felt very generic. I just didn't really find myself having a great time. And I realized that, like I said, I played this earlier. I realized that when I played it again, and after one match, I was like, I don't really want to play anymore. This is just not something I find too fun. I'm not saying it's bad at all. I'm just saying Personally, I'm not having fun in the game, although there are fun aspects to it, don't get me wrong. So, like, I don't want to give it a review because I haven't played the full game, obviously, and because I didn't play research, yeah, and obviously the full game isn't out, so I don't think it's fair to give it a review. But right now, I'd say like I'm 50-50 on it. There are things they can do better, and there are things I want them to improve on. But right now, if someone asked me, hey, should I check out Survarium, I would tell them honestly, it's free to play, so you can. There's no harm in trying it, but you might encounter some of the problems I did, that it just feels very generic, and also I personally got lots of frame drops, which I don't think I should. i7 970, I have 16 gigs of RAM, and I didn't think that I should have this many problems, so I would say it's poorly optimized for me. I don't know if other people's experiences are different. So I would say, it's okay. I mean, there's no harm in trying it. It can be fun, even though it's just basically feels like a generic shooter. But yeah, I wouldn't go for it. But if you do, go ahead. If you like it, that's good. You know, we all have differing opinions. And for me, Survarium was just a game that I feel like has a lot of potential. I look at it and it does have a lot of potential. I wish there was more of a PvE aspect, because a post-apocalyptic survival shooter sounds pretty fun to me. I mean, that is why I loved Fallout, right? I played so much Fallout 3, and when I hear post-apocalyptic survival shooter, I'm like, damn, this could be another Fallout. And I had I had a lot of fun with that. So I was hoping this would be a little bit like that. Was a bit disappointed when it was only multiplayer, so I was like, meh. It's okay. It's generic. It's generic. There's nothing too special about it. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like. If you're new, subscribe. And as always, guys, Calvin's out.